That's probably gonna be really hard to edit. I don't actually have them in hand, but we're gonna take a closer look at them anyway. Well, hey there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm SB Mitch. You can give me a follow on social. You can subscribe. You could do both of those things. You could do none of those things. That's not a sentence. Cool. Hi, pals. We are going to be taking a closer look at the Atlas Dunk High Lost at Sea. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor. This box here. This box is sponsoring this video. I'm just kidding. It's Reshoevn8r. Reshoevn8r is a company that provides sneaker care and sneaker cleaning supplies. Probably the best on the market if you ask me, because I use them like religiously. This in my hand is the Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit. The Reshoevn8r Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit is bundled with the essentials needed for an effective cleaning on a wide variety of materials. That's perfect because that's written right on the back of the box. I didn't think of that. That's actually them doing a really good job at describing what they have. But if I'm speaking like candidly, because I use this stuff like weekly on my own shoes and all the shoes that I get in beater boxes, it's shoe cleaning products that work really, really well. Like, I'm not joking when I say they work really well. And this kit right here, the Essential Cleaning Kit, is probably the best starter kit for cleaning your shoes. It comes with a 4-ounce bottle of the Reshoevn8r cleaning solution, which will last you a really good amount of time because you don't really need that much. It also comes with a 3-brush system. You get a stiff bristle brush for outsoles and non-painted midsoles, a medium bristle brush for canvas, leather, and a little bit tougher materials, and then a soft bristle brush, which is ideal for like suede, nubuck, a little bit more like delicate materials. And it also comes with a microfiber towel. And on top of that, it comes with this little card in here that I pulled out. I already opened it. But it's just a little helpful thing. It's a little card that says thank you, and then there's a QR code inside that takes you to their how-to videos. So if you're confused on how to do any of this stuff and you want to be able to do it, effectively, you have that resource there. This bundle is only 35 bucks. It comes that way shipped, $35 total. They have free shipping. This is an ideal kit to get you started on the pathway of cleaner sneakers. So go down below into the video description, find my referral link, click that, and then buy this if it's something you're interested in, or you can check out any of the other cool products that Reshoevn8r offers, because I mean, no joke, this stuff actually really works. Like, I know it's a sponsored video. I know that I'm gonna be looked at as a sellout for doing this, but I actually use this stuff. I really like it, and I wouldn't do a sponsored video for a brand that I don't really like or believe in, I guess you could say. Reshoevn8r works, and it's a really good company to be working with. So check them out, reshoevn8r.com, or go to my referral link in the video description below. Thanks, Reshoevn8r and you. You'll notice based on the movie magic that I'm working is I don't actually have this pair. There's more movie magic for you. But I want to first of all give a huge shout out and a big thank you to Sean for letting me come by and take some film of his pair that he won from Uprise. I didn't win from Uprise. Look, I actually don't win from Uprise sometimes, y'all. I've actually lost a lot from Uprise, so. But anyway, this is this is the collaboration between Atlas Skateboards based in California and Nike SB on a Dunk High Pro called Lost at Sea. This shoe has a rich backstory and a rich inspiration behind it. It's actually really cool. So back in the 90s, there was a freighter going from South Korea to Seattle, carrying a bunch of things, and on that freighter ship in one of the big containers was a bunch of Nikes. I think something like 30K plus pairs. Something like 61,000 total shoes, which is half of that would be pairs, I guess you could say. But they hit a storm unexpectedly, and it knocked some of the containers off of the freighter. So among all the things lost in that storm was all those shoes. Some of them ended up like sinking to the ocean, but a lot of them ended up on the shores of the San Francisco Bay. As you can tell from the picture, this is one of the pairs that washed up. They're visibly damaged from both the sun and the salt water. Salt water does not good things to shoes and clothing and a whole bunch of stuff. But that's where the inspiration for this Dunk High Pro comes from. So let's take a closer look and see some slow-mo video I took of these. As you can tell from the video, I'm sure, the upper features a cracked leather that kind of mimics like sun damage and saltwater damage, so it feels like kind of like rough to the touch, which is also done to the midsole and laces. The midsole is just that like really like buttery looking color. And the laces are super weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the stock laces, the laces that are on the shoes when they get to you, they're like that yellowish color, but they also feel kind of like, you know when you have like an old couch cushion and it's exposed to the air and it feels kind of like gummy and like almost like rough, I guess you could say. That's what those laces feel like. So touching them is kind of weird, not gonna lie. But all that stuff does make the shoe feel and look like an aged shoe. The biggest knot of the cap to the Airflight 90 is from the tongue, as you could tell. They take the font from the Airflight 90 and put it right on the tongue, which is actually a really cool aspect that I think ties everything together really well, I guess. The inspiration behind this sneaker is without a doubt probably one of the best stories I've personally ever seen or heard, and the execution is flawless. Like, they set out what they wanted to do, Atlas and Nike, and they did it perfectly, like exactly how they wanted to. I mean, and it shows in this shoe. Like, this shoe actually looks and feels like it was sitting in the ocean for a number of weeks and then washed up on the shores of a beach. It's just that crazy. Now, that being said, I think this shoe is aesthetically horrible. I'm not a fan of this whole age trend that's going on right now. It's just kind of a boring colorway to me. I'm glad there's secondary laces that would add some like contrast to the shoe, but overall, I mean, the blue is nice, but the shoe itself is just not something I like. The story is awesome. The shoe, not something I'm really into. Then again, that doesn't mean it's a bad shoe. It's just subjectively, I'm not a huge fan of it. It is a Dunk High SB, so you can go true to size on these. I've never seen or heard of anybody having to go up a half size like they do with Dunk Low SBs. True to size should do you pretty well. They did release a limited amount of like special box ones that were available only at Atlas. Retail on them was, I think, 110, maybe something like that. Resale on them right now is probably upwards of like $575 depending on size. So these hit really well in the secondary markets. I personally am not going after a pair on the secondary market myself. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very cool concept that was executed perfectly. It's just not a shoe that I like to look at and would not like to see it on my feet. If that's something you like, hey, go for it. More power to you. I want to give a huge thanks to Sean for letting me film his pair, and a big old shout out to Reshoevn8r for sponsoring this video. Remember, go into the video description, find my referral link, and click it, and it'll take you to Reshoevn8r so you can get some cleaning stuff for your shoes, or some stuff to protect your shoes from the elements, because it is almost winter. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's basically all I got for you. So take care of each other. Remember to keep it fun, because sneakers are supposed to be fun. Bye.